Valentine's Day, one of my favorite holidays. These are my heart-shaped patterns that I cut out of poster board, and I had them in my file, and I drew them on here on the piece of fabric, and then I sewed around all those hearts. And now this can actually, I'm cutting one of the hearts out, but this can actually be used just by itself, and it makes a really nice pin or gift tag, either thing. In this video though, I'm going to show you a little bit more embellished pin. So I cut the back open. Now if I was just gonna glue a pin back on there, where I cut it, that slit would be covered by the pin back. So that's always a good consideration to take into account when you're cutting the slit in the back. So I would normally put the pin going across. So I inverted it and pushed out the corners and the curves, and now I'm stuffing it using my scissors, which is my favorite tool for stuffing. And I definitely like stuffing it really firmly. And I use the polyfill stuffing. And once I'm done stuffing it, I have to sew up the opening. Even though it's going to be covered, I still sew it up because it helps to maintain a better shape for the heart. So, and I just use I call it a slip stitch, but some people call it a whip stitch, and that's not going to show, so it doesn't have to be super neat. It just has to close up the opening, and then instead of tying a knot at the end, I just stitch in the same place a few times, and then you can cut that off. So my fingers are already red from the last thing I painted, but I'm just painting this with fabric paints, and as usual I use my fingers to sort of rub it into the fabric. And then you do have to let it totally dry before doing anything else to it, and of course you want to wash your hands, make sure that you don't have the paint on there. So I'm going to glitter this, and because it's so small and kind of slippery and it slips out of my hands, I'm sticking a sewing needle into the back bottom of it so that I can hold it by the needle instead of by the heart. If I was going to use this just as the heart shape, I would glitter both sides of it. So I would glitter it, let it dry, and then do the back side. But because I'm going to do a different decoration, I don't need to do that. So I definitely have to let that totally dry, and this is what I'm going to use for my other embellishment. These are ginkgo leaves that came off of a Catherine's Collections ribbon, and I just love these. They make a really nice embellishment for a lot of different things. I use them as wings, I use them as tails for mermaids. And so I was trying to decide whether I want to use the gold or this other color, which I think both look really good, but I decided on the gold. It's a little bit more festive. So I'm going to glue those ginkgo leaves together, and of course I use the Gorilla Glue in my glue gun, and so I'm positioning that. And then you do have to let it dry before going on, or cool, I should say, not dry, before gluing the next thing. So here's the glue on the back of the heart, and then I'm positioning that in the middle, and I really love the way this comes out. And then I'm going to let that cool, and then I have to glue the pin back onto the back. I have trouble finding pin backs now. I bought these at Hobby Lobby, and the first time I bought them, every single one was really good. the last time I bought them, I had to throw half of them out because they were not working properly. And here it is all finished. And I put it on this little card because I sell them. And I love the way this looks. And happy Valentine's Day! And thank you for watching. See you next time.